Let's talk a little bit about networking.
Networking.
So all of my millennial friends here, the whole cast, all of my millennial friends here, they're used to communicating with their device, right? So sometimes when I'm working with them and I'm doing some consulting and I've got a millennial in this office and I've got a millennial in that office and they're texting, I say, who are you texting with? And they say,
that guy next door.
So how about why don't you just stand up and go talk to that person, right? Let me take that and expand from that and say, right, I worry. I do a lot of working with younger people on their careers, et cetera. And one of my most serious concerns about the younger people nowadays is their ability to communicate. If you're going to network properly, you have to be able to communicate with people. You have to tell them why you're interested, what skills you bring to the table, why you think it would be a good match, etc. Without this thing, you have to do it one-on-one. How do you help them?
Well, it's not an either or, it's a both. They need to be skilled and capable and confident in all mediums. So their finesse and savvy in electronic digital communication is awesome, but they also need to have a conversation. They also need to be able to pick up the telephone and talk to somebody. They have to be face to face. I gave a seminar yesterday on networking with a bunch of financial women from one of our largest employers here in Connecticut. And I had a whole mix of audiences, but we had a couple millennials, and it was called the power of making connections. And when I had her come up and demonstrate, because she was doing a really great job, I could see her face shaking and her hands shaking, and that's normal, right? But that said something to her audience. So we have to get her so comfortable and confident in that other venue, being face to face in front of groups, connecting one-on-one, so that she doesn't have that body reaction, which then doesn't make her look savvy, doesn't make her look confident, doesn't make her look capable. So for millennials, we got to practice. We got to learn how to have conversations. We got to get comfortable. We got to they have to put themselves in the discomfort for a while so that they are skilled in all communication channels. Because networking you want to leverage every possible channel.
That's right.
So for a lot of older professionals, seasoned professionals, they fear social media. They don't know how to use LinkedIn. They can't figure out their texting. So they're dated.
Yeah, but the one reason, the area in which I worry about them the most, right, is the one thing that whether you're old or young, that you just can't use the device in, and that's the interview.
True.
I mean, I understand that their functionality with the social media is great and better than mine will ever be, and that's okay. And I can meet them halfway with some of the skills that I bring to the table, but when you get in that interview, you do not have that device, and you have to be able to communicate.
Right. So we got to practice powering it down, setting it aside, looking at people, knowing how to have the stature, the eye connection.
It's amazing how many people think they can actually bring it into the interview and leave it on.